If you've ever asked yourself, should I do a Roth conversion? Or even, wait, what is a Roth conversion? You're in the right place. Hi, my name is Mike Heatwall, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Dollar Group, a wealth management firm focused on helping retirees. Now, Roth conversions are one of the most powerful, yet most misunderstood, tax strategies in retirement planning. And today, I'll explain what a Roth conversion is, why you might want to do one, and how we help people decide if it makes sense. So let's start with the basics. Imagine your traditional IRA as a big bucket of money you haven't paid taxes on yet. Every dollar you withdraw from that bucket in retirement is taxed as ordinary income, just like a paycheck. A Roth conversion simply means taking a portion of that IRA, moving it into a Roth IRA, and paying the taxes on it now voluntarily. So, why would anyone want to do that? Because once it's in the Roth, it grows tax-free for the rest of your life. No future tax on the growth, no required minimum distributions, and no tax for your heirs when they inherit the money. That's the power of the Roth. It trades a little pain now for long-term flexibility and control later. So let's talk about why this strategy can be such a smart move. Picture this. You're retired, but you haven't started Social Security yet, and you're not taking required minimum distributions. Your income is probably lower right now than it will be in the future. That creates a window of opportunity, what we call a low tax bracket window. So, instead of waiting until later, when RMDs and Social Security push your income higher, we can intentionally fill up those lower tax brackets today with Roth conversions. It's really about choosing when to pay the tax bill. Would you rather pay 12% now or 24% later? That's the logic behind it. Roth conversions let you control your tax story, instead of letting future tax brackets, or the IRS, control it for you. Now, let's clear up how the taxes actually work. This part trips a lot of people up. Say you convert $50,000 from your traditional IRA to a Roth. That $50,000 gets added to your taxable income for the year, just like wages, even though the money stays in your Roth account. When you do that, you have two ways to pay the tax. If you're over age 59 and a half, you can pay the tax directly out of the IRA, which means a little less goes into the Roth. Or you can pay the tax from your bank account, which allows the full $50,000 to stay in the Roth and continue growing tax-free. If you can afford it, paying the taxes from outside funds is usually the smarter move, because it keeps the full conversion amount working for you. So, when does a Roth conversion actually make sense? There are a few situations where it really shines. When you've just retired and your income is temporarily lower, when you're trying to reduce future RMDs, when you're delaying Social Security until age 70, or when you simply believe tax rates will be higher in the future. It can also make sense if you want to leave tax-free money to your kids or your grandkids. Of course, Roth conversions aren't right for everyone. If converting pushes you into a much higher tax bracket or increases your Medicare premiums, it might not be worth it. That's why we always run the numbers, every single year, to see if it makes sense for your situation. Now, there are a few important details to keep in mind. You don't have to convert everything at once. In fact, most people do partial conversions spread out over several years. There are no income limits on who can do a conversion. Anyone can use this strategy. But once you do it, it's permanent. The old undo option, called recharacterization, went away years ago. That's why planning matters so much. When we help evaluate conversions, we're looking at things like tax brackets, IRMA brackets for Medicare, expected RMDs, Social Security timing, health insurance subsidies if you're under 65, and even local property tax benefits like senior freezes. All of those pieces fit together to determine whether a conversion helps or hurts. So, let's bring this to life with a few examples. Here's the first one. A 64-year-old retiree named Jan, not yet drawing Social Security, has about $700,000 in an IRA. Her only taxable income is a small pension and some interest from CDs. So she's sitting in the 12% federal tax bracket. We recommended converting about $30,000 to $40,000 per year from her IRA to a Roth between now and age 73 when RMDs begin. By filling up that 12% bracket intentionally, we're avoiding a tax spike later when required distributions kick in. And once the money is in the Roth, she never has to touch it unless she wants to. It can be a backup resource or a powerful legacy for her kids. Of course, those conversions do increase taxable income in the year they're done. So, it's important to plan carefully around tax brackets and Medicare premium thresholds. Another example, a gentleman named David was 67 and single. He had a $2.1 million IRA, a $500,000 brokerage account, and a $75,000 pension. He hadn't started Social Security yet, he was waiting until 70. His main concern wasn't just taxes, it was Medicare premiums. His income put him just under the first IRMA threshold. If he went even a few $1,000s over, his Medicare premiums would jump by about $900 per year, and it's based on a 2-year look-back. So, we kept his Roth conversions small and precise, about $25,000 per year. That let him stay under the IRMA limit, smooth out future taxes, build a tax-free income source later in retirement, and reduce his RMD exposure down the road. By age 73, his projected RMDs were about $5,500 lower per year. It's a great example of how even small, targeted conversions can make a big difference over time. And finally, Robert and Carol. Robert is 72 and Carol is 70. Their combined IRA balance is about $2.4 million, and they're collecting around $74,000 per year from Social Security. Robert just started RMDs, and they're in the 22% tax bracket now. But we looked ahead, and that's where the problem was hiding. If Robert passes away first, Carol's income will drop slightly, but her tax situation will actually get worse. She'd go from married filing jointly to single, lose one Social Security check, but still have nearly the same RMDs. By age 80, she'd likely be in the 32% tax bracket, even though her spending didn't change at all. So, we recommended converting about $120,000 per year for 3 years, while they can still file jointly, staying under the 24% tax bracket. That moved $360,000 into Roth at 24%, cut their future RMDs by more than $25,000 a year, and created a tax-free inheritance for their kids. That's the kind of forward-looking planning that matters, because this isn't just about your tax rate today. So, the takeaway is this. Roth conversions can be one of the most effective long-term tax strategies in retirement, but they have to be done thoughtfully. When used the right way, they can reduce lifetime taxes, create flexibility, and help you leave more tax-free money to the people you love. So, before you move money around, make sure your conversion plan fits your broader tax and income strategy. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more financial insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Once again, I'm Mike Heatwall, founder and CEO of the Dalla Group. If you are interested in seeing how we help our clients, visit us at www.thedallagroup.com. Give us a call or schedule a time to connect with one of our wealth advisors. We would love to hear from you.